Hello there, and thank you for tuning in. Today we will be discussing the Gamorrean Guard on the 65 back debut card released in 1983. As you can see, the bubble is quite clear. Typically, Kenner would use bromine in the plastic, which then discolors in time, becoming yellow and or a bit brown. But this one was made in Mexico, so it's a MIM, and that is why the bubble is so clear. Right next to it, we have one with the browning, yellowing bubble, and it's a 77 back, and we can see where it comes from. Maybe it's a MIM also. Comes from Montgomery Wards. There you have it. It's a 77 back coming from Made in Macau. It's not a MIM because MIM stands for Made in Mexico. And this one's simply referred to as a Made in Macau. I don't know why it doesn't have its own acronym, but there you have it. Now this one is a 65 back Hong Kong card. And it is a loose card with a loose action figure adhered to it. Hermetically sealed, if you will, in a mayonnaise jar under Funkin' Wagnall's porch since noon today of 1997, which means it's got 29 years under its belt, sealed up. But through the magic of a sharp X-Acto knife, we'll free it, allow it to breathe, and put it in its own proper case. It won't fit in a thin case, but we'll have a big star case for it. Now here we have the two retro figures. They came in the same box. And there's the Grand Moff Tarkin, which is also a retro figure. I have one on card, steel sealed in the Escape from Death Star game. And I guess I'll just leave it there for the time being. But you can see in the background, there's a battle wagon, which is a recycled wagon from Kenner, repurposed for the Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood. Just like this fella here. That's Friar Tuck. And he also is a recycled figure. They just cast him in a human tone, skin-colored plastic. But his body really comes from this figure, the Gamorrean Guard. You can see they did a few little retouches, but basically that's what they did. Those tools that they use to steel molds, they cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So they really like to get as much use out of them as they can. So here we go. We're going to free this guy from the cellophane shrink wrap that I imprisoned him in back in 97, only to imprison him in yet another case. And we'll see what he looks like. We're not going to remove him from the little wire wrapped around the torso. It kind of leaves him dangling there, but you could readjust him if you want to. I don't see the need for that. I'm just going to put him in the case and call it a day. Quite a lovely figure. He even has his axe that's already taped onto the card, which makes him complete and looks great, I think. Presents well, as the lingo goes in the industry. There you can see the red circles around the action figures. And that was pretty common back in the day. Most kids, including myself, well, we would circle the action figures we still needed. And then as we acquired them, well, we'd X out the circled figure, meaning we have it in our collection, so we don't need him anymore. This way we could take the list with us or give it to our mothers and, have them pick it out. It's best if, you did it yourself, of course, but in a pinch, you could possibly do that. And then, of course, after those cars got pretty beat, they ended up going into the trash. I regret throwing those away, but you know, back then they were just toys. They weren't supposed to be high-end collectibles like they are now. As you can see, I put the card facing down and then closed up the lid there. It just makes for easier application, depending on what kind of case you have. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a kind of a menagerie and a mix there. Here you can see I guess it's 4 Gamorrean guards. Plus the retros and the Prince of Thieves. So I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. We'll see you the next time.
Jibber jabber.